Hi guys, hello, it is Vicki from Houston. So glad that you have joined me. This is Saturday afternoon and I have plans to get out this evening and I was going to put on makeup, so I thought, what the heck, I will do this and talk to y'all at the same time. If you had been watching my videos for the last couple of weeks, you'll know that I bought some stuff from Sephora, so I'm going to put that on. I'm going to use most of my new items today. And I have been using them for the last couple of weeks, and I plan on telling you how I feel about them. I already have you can tell my skin looks moisturized and hydrated. If you notice that I keep moving around, my products are behind me, so I'm gonna have to reach around and grab things behind me. I do already have my face hydrated. I put my Timeless Vitamin C on first after I washed my face. And then I put my Timeless Coenzyme Q10. I do this every morning. For under my eyes this morning, this is a product that I purchased 3 or 4 months ago at Ulta. I bought 5 or 6 Mario Badescu products that day, and this is the one that I have really stuck with. This is the Hyaluronic Eye Cream. It is so moisturizing. I have been putting it under my eyes every day because if you watch my channel, you know my under eyes drive me crazy. They are sunken in a little bit. I have bags, I have darkness. So I have been using this and I really do feel like that they are looking better. I will keep you informed. I'm going to continue to use this until it's gone and I will let you know how I feel about it. So far, I love it. One of the products that I bought during my 2021 Sephora haul. This is the Farmacy Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Moisturizing Cream. I love this product. I feel like my face is moisturized all day. I really have enjoyed using it. As always, I will put links, prices down below. It's not a very big jar and it wasn't cheap, but there's a lot of product in there, you can tell. And I have been using it for, I think, 2 weeks, morning and night. And I think this is so cool. It comes with a little spatula and it's magnetized, so you never lose it. How many spatulas have you lost? Hundreds. I really like this. I feel like it has moisturized my skin. I'm not sure that you can tell, but I believe I can tell. I feel like my skin is more glowy and looks like it's in better condition. And I'm not sure if it's that or other products that I have been using for the last couple of months. But I really am impressed with the Honey Halo Moisturizing. So if you want to try that, I would highly recommend this product. So with me having all of my moisturizers on this morning, I did after that put on my sunscreen. The sunscreen that I used is the EltaMD Skincare UV Elements Broad Spectrum SPF 44. It's what I've used for a while, at least a year. I like it, and I especially like it that it's got a little bit of a tint to it. It doesn't go on white. So now I believe my skin is ready for primer and foundation. As far as primers, I love the Hourglass Veil. This is almost empty, which you can tell. I love it. I believe that I can tell a difference when I use it underneath my foundation. The only thing that I don't like about it is, and I believe my stepmom also told me that hers did this is an expensive product and it should squirt correctly, and it does not. Half the time, it doesn't squirt at all. Sometimes it does squirt. And most of the time, while I have been using it, out of this bottle, I have to do this. I have to pull it out and get product off of there. So I'm not sure if it's too thick. I'm not sure. But we are not going to use that today. I love it, but I am going to use the new NYX. Well, this is new to me, maybe not a brand new product. Marshmallow Primer. It fills your pores, it makes your foundation stay on, and it makes your foundation look very pretty, and also it smells great. It smells like Smells like marshmallows. Well, I'm not going to use a whole lot of this, about that much, and I'm not going to put it all over my face. I'm just going to push it into the places that I think I need it, which is right there, in my cheeks, right there, on my chin. Okay, after I do that, this is something new that I've been doing, and I believe it has helped. I had seen so many beauty gurus on YouTube say that this is really helping, and it helps, especially in the summer. It helps your foundation stay on, and it just gives your foundation a little bit something else to grab to. And what they are doing is they're taking a very fine milled powder, and they're putting, like, there's not even barely any powder on this. And I'm just kind of getting a little bit on, this is my BK Beauty 103. And they put it on before they put their foundation on. And if you notice, I'm not putting any underneath my eyes, and I'm not rubbing it in. The powder that I used was, if I can get this closed, well, the powder that I used was the Fenty Beauty powder. That was another product that I bought in that Sephora haul. I really like this too. I have used it this way. I have used this powder after my foundation, and I have also used this powder, a little bit of it underneath my eyes, and this is really good powder. And this is called the Pro Filter. And like I said, I'm very impressed. And can you see? Oh, it's dirty. Can you see it? There it is. It's Fenty Beauty. And the packaging is beautiful on this thing. You could keep this. And I mean, it's really gorgeous. I did forget to say at the very beginning, I hope you're all well. I know that the kids have started school. I know my granddaughters have started school, all of them except for one. And I know the other one starts pretty quick. So I hope you're doing well. I hope you are trying to kind of get used to getting into the routine. I know it's hard to get up early again and hard to get the kids to school and then get them picked up. I did that for years. I was a single mom and I had parents that helped, but it was really tough. So if you're a mom and you're getting the kids back to school, you're getting your husband to work and getting yourself to work, I feel for you, and try to remember to take some time for yourself because you are important too. Okay, so I wanted to let you know that I think I have found, at least for the summer, I think I have found my most favorite foundation. I bought this in, I think I bought this maybe before the Sephora haul, and I don't think it's new. It's got a purple top. This is called the Lancome Renegerie Lift Makeup. I guess that's how you say it. It has sunscreen, SPF 27, and what is my color? My color is 360. I really think I have hit the perfect color. I have hit the foundation that is not too thick, not too thin, stays on my skin, makes my skin look like skin rather than old dry skin that's covered up with a bunch of foundation. I hate that. I have followed Wayne Goss for years, his makeup tips, and recently he put out a video on how to put on foundation like a pro. And his tips were, blot the foundation all around your face, then buff it in with a brush, and then the last step is put a Kleenex or a tissue and blot gently. You don't want to knock all the makeup off, but blot that foundation, and that, he said, is about the best way to put on foundation to get the most natural look. And that's really what I want. So that's what I'm going to try today. I'll link that video below. I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 pumps of that foundation, and then he said just blot it all over your face, especially on my nose. I don't know why my nose is red today. And then I'm going to put the lid back on my foundation. And you know, he did say stay away from underneath your eyes. Everybody tells you that. Don't put concealer and foundation and color corrector underneath your eyes. I mean, it's just going to look 3 times worse. But he said blot it in first. And I hope that you can see what a good match Oh, that's my computer telling me my battery's running low. Of course, he said, you know, if you need to come down your lick a little bit, I always do. He said, don't forget if you've got short hair to go a little bit underneath your hair. Also, don't forget your ear, and just keep pressing this. And I'm looking in my mirror too. That's right here beside my camera. Just keep pressing that in. And then once you think you've got it pressed in, just kind of start buffing it a little bit. And I'm buffing it very easy. I don't want to push all of the foundation off, but I do want it buffed into my skin to where it looks like natural skin. And he said the biggest mistake that we all make when we put on foundation is we don't look at it after we put it on. You know, we just put it on and kind of look in the mirror and go, okay, fine. Now, this is the next thing he did. He took a sponge, but he said just kind of take that sponge and kind of press it in. You know, don't try to be knocking the foundation off your face. And he said, you know, really look at it. You may have places where you've got a little bit thickness foundation. He said you may have a place that you missed. So really look at it. And then the last thing he said was he takes a tissue, he just had a normal tissue, and gently blots. And he said this removes the oil that is in the foundation. And he said it doesn't matter if you're dry or oily, that you should do this, because what this does is it just it's setting that foundation. And he said you should see a little bit of, and I see a little bit of foundation that came off. That is the foundation. So the next step is concealer. If you have been watching my videos at all, you will know I have a love-hate relationship with concealer. I do not like how this is wrinkling right here, which, you know, that's just part of being 61. But the more product I add, the worse it gets. And Wayne Goss actually said the same thing. So he said when you put concealer on, what you want is right there. And he said you're going to have to put enough to where it brightens that inner eye. And this concealer that I don't believe is a new product for me. This concealer is, I believe it's L5 by Pat McGrath, and I am still using it. I really am impressed with this concealer. And as much as I bitch and moan about concealers, this is the one that I can use and that I can somehow finally get it to work. It just takes a lot of pressing it into the skin and not using too much product. And what he showed was just like this. And he said if you get too much, use your tissue to wipe it off. He said you also can go right there and give your eye a little brightness, just right at the end. But just keep pressing that in until it disappears and until you feel like you have some coverage right there. And I do not plan on putting that all underneath my eyes. I'm using a little bit of concealer that's left over to put it right here. It's almost like a primer. Okay, so now I'm going to set my makeup. Wayne suggested that he likes using a puff, and I do too. This is another new product that I bought in the Sephora haul. This is the Laura Mercier Fine Milled, and I'm just going to press it in. I'm not going to press very much in at all on my eyes. The makeup should be set. Now all we have to do is add some color. Another one of my new products that I bought that day is the Dior. This is called the Dior Backstage Contour Palette. And is it in a color? It's called 001 Universal. A lot of people demonstrating this show to just kind of mix them all together and use it, and that's what I've been doing. So I just kind of take a little bit of all, and I do put a little bit of that darkest, and then I just kind of go here and there. And of course I want to come down my neck and get there on the jawline. But you know, I don't want anything crazy looking. And I sure don't want that big, thick, straight contour line. I mean, I just don't think that looks good on me. So I just go right there. And I try to stay where that line is, but then I also go a little bit above it. Kind of, to me, makes my face look thinner and maybe better. And we want some on our forehead, especially if I'm wearing my hair like this. I am going to put a little bit on my nose to contour a little tiny, but I'm not going to put that really dark color. I'm just going to barely do it with these light colors. And like I've told you before, I don't know if this works, but I think it does. But it makes me think I have a thinner nose, so, you know, I guess it works. So one of the products that I did buy that day in that Sephora haul, I mean, it's not that I don't like the product. It's a great product. I know Dior makes great products. And this is the Dior, it is called Backstage Rosy Glow. And this is in 004 Coral. I think it's just the color on me. It is really, it just doesn't, I'm going to put it now, like right there. It just doesn't show up. I think it's a pretty color. I just think for me, my coloring, I just think I need something more than that. So that is one of the products that if I was going to take anything back to Sephora, it would probably be that, but I'm not going to. I'll use it as eyeshadow, or I'll give it away to a friend. I did later buy Tarte Feisty. I have heard about this forever, and I love this color. And I just put it, I start kind of on my cheekbones. And to me, this looks so much more like a color that I should be using rather than that coral. I think this is much prettier. And that is Feisty. I love that. I believe this is the last Dior product I bought. It is the Dior, it's gorgeous. This is called Nude Luminizer, and I'm going to put just a little bit here in the middle of my forehead. I'm not going to do anything crazy with highlighter. I usually put a little bit over my eyebrows, little tiny bit there, a little bit here. Sometimes I just a little bit on my apples of my cheeks. And just where that light hits your cheekbones right there. The one thing that I have stopped doing, and a lot of it is because of Wayne Goss, what he says is stop highlighting the tip of your nose. And he starts the video by saying hello, and you know, what do you think about my makeup? And the end of his nose is so highlighted and it looks extremely weird. So I am not going to do that. I am going to highlight a little bit in the middle. So my skin is done and I think it looks beautiful. The next part is eyes, and I did buy this. This is the Tartelette Amazonian Clay palette, and love the nude, basic, just simple colors in this palette. I think they're beautiful, but I'm going to use like a flat brush, if you can tell, And I'm gonna go into Free Spirit and Caregiver. It's kind of a beige and a pink. And let me get my mirror fixed. I'm just kind of mixing the two, and that's gonna be my base, kind of my base color. And I'm gonna put a little bit of bright right there in. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the lighter color, which is called Super Mom, and I'm gonna put it right up underneath my eyebrows. I'll do my eyebrows in a minute. It's a really pretty color. And at the end, when you're doing this, instead of coming down, you know, make sure that you're going up. You tap off your brush. I don't have hooded eyes too bad yet, but I'm sure it's coming. And remember, if you have hooded eyes, just get above that hood. The next color I'm going to use is called Natural Beauty, and it's the color right underneath, Force of Nature. And it's about the same color, it's just a little bit darker, a little bit more maybe mauve-y. And I'm going to come up. I'm going to go a little bit above the crease with this color. And then when I get out here, I'm just going to go up and out. And again, did I say that? It's called Natural Beauty. It's a pretty, really pretty color. So just go a little bit above the crease and bring it up and out. Then I'm going to take a completely clean brush and just kind of blend all of that and make sure that goes up right there. And I'm taking a little bit of a color called Caregiver, which has a little bit of a pinkness to it, and I'm putting that right below my eyebrows. Okay, this is my BK Beauty 203. It's kind of flattened, if you can tell. There, you can tell. And I'm going to go into a darker color, and this is called Dreamer. It's the brown third from the left. And I'm going to tap that off, and I want this just on the edge, just to deepen that crease. Right there. And I'm going about a third way over. Do the same over here, about a third of the way over. It's a really pretty color. It's like not gray, not brown. It's really pretty. And then I'm going to take my clean brush again, and I'm going to take it right here, and I'm going to go up. I'm just kind of shoving that up right there because I do not want that dark color coming down. And then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to put it into Caregiver. And I'm going to put that on the left 2/3 of my eye. I guess if you're going out, you could use kind of a sparkly color right there, and make sure that when you do that, you do kind of go into the darker color that we put on, so they're kind of blended. I usually just get right there on that line and bring it down. And then I'm going to take a clean BK, this is 201, that's clean. Let me make sure that's clean, yeah. And I'm just going to just a little bit blend right there. And then this is a really cool brush. This is the BK Beauty 204. It's little tiny and it's flat. It is great for underneath your eyes. So I'm going to mix Force of Nature and Dreamer, and I'm going to go underneath my eyes. Remember to go up. And I usually start on the outside. And then once I get a really good line, then I'll start going up and out. I think one of my other new products that day that I bought was, this is Juvia's Place, and love it. I intend to get more. What color is this? This is it Midnight Blue? Yeah, it's Midnight Blue, and I may have mentioned this already in a video. And I line under and tight line and waterline with this. And I wish I didn't have to grab it, but I do. And then I'm going to use my old-time favorite. This is Stila, and this is Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner, and this is called Intense Black. I love this eyeliner, and I really have not really figured out how to use anything else. I may need a mirror for this. And I don't line as much as I press, if you can tell. I just kind of get it where I want it and press down. It's kind of like I stamp it. And after I get that done, I take that brush that I lined underneath with and I pull up on that eyeliner right there on that corner, and it almost gives you just a little tiny bit of a wing. I hope you can see that. That day I did buy the Sephora Clear Brow Gel. I use that. This is my old time tried and true. This is the brow bar. This thing is old and part of the mirror broke off of it, but I don't care. I love this thing. It's called the Brow Bar True Glam Brow Makeover Kit. It's in medium. I mixed both of these colors. If you can tell, there's like a, I don't use this one so much, the beige, but this brown and dark brown and light brown, I use them. Okay, I gotta get my mirror closer. And y'all know that I've had my microbladed, so I don't have to do a whole lot, but I do sometimes going out, I do want them to be just a little bit more intense in the color. It may be getting close to time to have them filled again. I'll have to call Logan. So I'm going to use my little mirror, and I usually just make a line on the bottom and then just start pulling up from that line. I dip into the dark brown and the light brown both. So do the same thing over here. Just kind of draw, I just kind of get me a basic line. So they're kind of filled in. They just look a little bit more dramatic, I guess, or maybe, is that maybe a little bit more intense, I guess, in the color. And I am going to take my Sephora Clear Brow Gel and I brush them up. Okay. I think that looks good. So I believe that day I did buy a mascara, and I bought a Lancome mascara. This is Lancome, what is this called? Monsieur Big, and it is in black, and I love it. But then also the other day, I saw where MAC had a mascara out, and it's called MAC Magic Extension. So I've been using both of them. If you go back and look at my videos about a year ago and compare my eyelashes to back then to now, since I've been using Revitalash every night for a year, I mean, you can tell. I guess I need to do a video on that. And I guess the last thing that I do to my eyelashes is I bought this at Ulta, and this is a comb. And I don't know if you've seen these. They've probably been around forever. I never paid any attention, but my stepmom bought one and was telling me about it, and it really does work. So just after I would let them dry just a little bit, but you actually can comb through your eyelashes and it separates them. I hope that you can tell how pretty these eyeshadow colors are, and how great my skin looks. Now we need lipstick. And one of the lipsticks I bought that day was the Anastasia. This is the matte lipsticks. And what color is this? It's called Soft Pink. And I have a tendency to put a little bit of something bright over it, and this is Benefit. This is a lip stain by Benefit, and it is called Peachy Pink. And then this is a little bit of gloss by Buxom, and this is called White Russian. And I usually just put it right here. That's it, guys. I hope that you can tell how beautiful my skin looks. Oh, I got a hair poking straight up. Lovely. I should have done my hair for this video, but I hope that you can see how gorgeous my skin looks and how natural it looks. And I just think it's beautiful. These eye colors are beautiful. This lipstick is beautiful. All the new products that I have tried from my Sephora haul, everything I loved, I will repurchase. I will keep around in my rotation, except for the Dior Really Light Peach Colored Blush. That's the only thing that just doesn't go with my skin tone, but for me, it just was a no-go. I think that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I intended to chat more. I just got to talking about the makeup so much. Really, there hasn't been that much going on. We've been having rain in Houston, and I have been really busy this week with work. My parents are doing fine. My kiddos are doing fine. Like I said before, the grandkids are back in school. I am back to trying to work on my weight. I had done intermittent fasting right before I think COVID started, and I did really great, felt great, really believed what I had been hearing about the intermittent fasting and lost. But then COVID hit and I just went back to normal. I didn't gain it all back, but I did gain some back. So last week I tried to get back on that, eating right again, getting off the Cokes. So I may share more with you about that. It is so depressing to do great for like 6 months and then not do good for a couple of months and half the weight comes back on. You know, it's a daily battle. It's a life battle. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to put everything below that I used. I'll put where I got it. I'll try to put the price, and I hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe if you were just flipping around this morning and just happened upon my video. I would love to have you. I'm trying to build up my channel, so I would love for you to subscribe and hit the notification bell and hit all so that you'll be notified of all my videos. And for the ones that have stayed with me and from the very beginning and are still subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. I really, really do. I hope this video finds you happy and healthy and not sick and doing great. I'm gonna say thank you again for watching and goodbye from Houston. Hugs from me to you. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.